Hello students, in this session we shall start with understanding quadrilaterals and practical geometry from exemplar. First we will be discussing about the main concepts and the results in this chapter. A simple closed curve made up of only line segments is called as a polygon. A diagonal of a polygon is a line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices. If we have a quadrilateral, it will be having four sides. Of these four vertices A, B, C, D, with respect to A, C is the non-adjacent vertices. If we connect these two, this line segment AC is called the diagonal. A convex polygon is a polygon in which no portion of its any diagonal is in its exterior. For example, if I have a quadrilateral of this type, it is a concave quadrilateral. Suppose if I name this as PQRS, the diagonal QS is outside the given quadrilateral, so this is concave. In convex, we have the diagonals in the interior. A quadrilateral is a polygon having only four sides. A regular polygon is one in which all the sides as well as the angles are equal. The sum of interior angles of the polygon of n sides is given by n minus 2 times of straight angle. It is also n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Next, the sum of interior angles of quadrilateral is 360 degree. The sum of exterior angles of a polygon taken in order is 360 degree. It is for any polygon. For any polygon, sum of the exterior angles is 360 degrees. Trapezium is a quadrilateral in which pair of opposite sides are parallel. Here, this particular statement is very important. A quadrilateral in which a pair of opposite sides parallel is called as a trapezium. With these lines, I can say that any parallelogram is also a trapezium, but a trapezium is not a parallelogram. Kite is a quadrilateral which has two pair of equal consecutive sides. All the consecutive sides are not equal, only the two pair of consecutive sides are equal. It's a kite. These two pairs are equal. Whereas in rhombus, we have got all the consecutive sides equal. These all sides are equal in rhombus, whereas in kite, we have only two pairs of consecutive sides equal. Next, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which each pair of opposite sides parallel. A rhombus is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal. A rectangle is a parallelogram in which one of the angle is 90 degree. I discussed this while solving few of the questions. If one of the angle become equal to 90, remaining all angles will become equal to 90. A square is a parallelogram in which adjacent sides are equal and one angle is 90 degree. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other. This property you must remember so that you can solve any question related to parallelogram. In rhombus, diagonals intersect at right angles. and also they bisect each other. In rectangle, diagonals are equal. 5 measurements can determine a quadrilateral uniquely. A quadrilateral can be constructed uniquely if the length of its 4 sides and a diagonal is given. It can be constructed if length of 3 sides and 2 diagonals are known. It can be constructed if 2 adjacent sides and 3 angles are known. It can be constructed if 3 sides and 2 included angles are known. With these properties, we shall take up the exercise and solve few of the question. In this exercise, question 1 to question 52 are objective type. We need to select the correct one. First question in this, if 3 angles of quadrilateral are each equal to 75 degree, the fourth angle is, we must know angle sum property in a quadrilateral. All the angles when added will make 360 degree. Here 3 of the angles are of measure 75 degree each, plus the remaining angle, I'll take it as x, equal to 360. So x will be equal to 360 minus 255. So we get x as 135 degree. This means option B is the right answer. Question 2. For which of the following diagonals bisect each other? Here the 4 options are square, kite, trapezium, quadrilateral. Quadrilateral is a general thing, so this is ruled out. In trapezium, opposite sides, they are not parallel. Only one pair of opposite side will be parallel. And when we look at the diagonals, they will be of different length. If you look at kite, one diagonal is smaller than the other. So these 3 options are ruled out. In square, we have diagonals bisect each other. So the right answer is option A. For which of the following figures all angles are equal? When you look at these options here, rectangle is the only one in which all the angles are equal and it is equal to 90 degree. Question number 4. For which of the following figures diagonals are perpendicular to each other? Diagonals will be perpendicular to each other in case of a rhombus and a kite. In kite, one of the diagonal bisect the other perpendicularly. So kite is the right answer. Question 5. For which of the following figures diagonals are equal? Diagonals are equal in case of rectangle. Question 6. Which of the following figures satisfy the following properties? All sides are congruent to each other. All angles are right angles and opposite angles are parallel. Opposite angles will be parallel in these 3 figures. When we look at the first condition, all sides are congruent, it is figure R. R is the right answer. And this figure is a square. This resembles a square. Question number 7. Which of the following figures satisfy the following properties? It has got 2 pair of congruent adjacent sides. 2 pairs of congruent adjacent sides is present in a kite and this kite. The 2 pairs will be congruent. This is kite. So the right answer is option C. Which of the following figures satisfy the property only one pair of sides are parallel? Only one pair of sides is parallel in case of a trapezium. This is a trapezium. Question 9. Which of the following figures do not satisfy? It's very important. Do not satisfy any of the following properties. All sides are equal, all angles are right angles, opposite angles are parallel, all angles are right angle in these two, all sides are equal in only this figure, opposite sides are parallel is there in all these three figures only in option A. On observing these figures, we can conclude that figure P doesn't satisfy any of the given properties. At least one property is true in these figures. In figure A, none of the properties are true. Question number 10. Which of the following properties describe a trapezium? A pair of opposite sides parallel, the diagonals bisect each other, the diagonals are perpendicular bisector of each other, diagonals are equal, they will not be equal, diagonals are not perpendicular, they do not bisect each other, only a pair of opposite sides parallel. So option A is the right answer. Question number 11. Which of the following is a property of a parallelogram? Opposite sides are parallel, diagonals bisect each other at right angles, diagonals are perpendicular to each other, all angles are equal. Only option A suits out for a parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel to each other. Question 12. What is the maximum number of obtuse angles that a quadrilateral can have? Obtuse angle means it's an angle greater than 90 degree. Suppose if theta is a symbol for angle, it is greater than 90 degree and it should be less than 180 degree. This is obtuse angle. So at the most, 3 obtuse angles can be there for a quadrilateral. So the right answer is 3. You can think why it is 3. If all the angles become obtuse, it cannot be a quadrilateral. You cannot have a quadrilateral. Okay, question 13. How many non-overlapping triangles can we make in a n-gon, a polygon having n sides? By joining the vertices, we have learned that n minus 2 triangles can be there. So we have the formula n minus 2 into 180 for sum of the internal angles. Here this n minus 2 represents how many triangles possible. So n minus 2 is the right answer. Question 14. What is the sum of all the angles of pentagon? Pentagon will be having 5 sides. So we have the formula n minus 2 into 180 degree. For a pentagon, it is 5 minus 2 into 180 degree. So it is 3 times 180, which is 540 degrees. So the right answer is option C, 540 degrees. Question 15. What is the sum of all the angles in a hexagon? Hexagon means 6 sides. So 5 times of 180 degrees, 6 minus 2 is 4 times of 180 degree. It is 720 degree. Option D is the right answer. If adjacent angles of parallelogram are 5x minus 5 degree and 10x plus 35 degree, then the ratio of these angles is, first we need to find the angles. For that we can make use that adjacent angles are supplementary. So 5x minus 5 added to 10x plus 35 is 180 degree because they are co-interior angles. On simplification, it becomes 15x plus 30 equal to 180 degree. So x value we can find, it will be 10 degree. So the angles are 5 times 10 minus 5, which is 45 degree, and one more angle is 10 times 10 plus 5, 35, which is 135 degree. Ratio 45 is to 135 is 1:3, and this option is there in option A. Option A is the right answer. Question 17. A quadrilateral whose all sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, diagonals bisect each other at right angles is a rhombus, because diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly only in case of a rhombus. Question number 18. A quadrilateral whose opposite sides and all angles are equal is a. This is a quadrilateral in which all the sides, opposite sides and all the angles are equal. And this particular thing has to be a rectangle because all angles are equal and opposite sides are equal. So the right answer is a rectangle. Question 19. A quadrilateral whose all sides, diagonals and angles are equal is. Since in a rectangle opposite sides are equal, it has to be a square because all sides are equal, diagonals are equal, and all angles they measure 90 degree. So the right answer is a square. Question number 20. How many diagonals does hexagon have? We know the formula to find the number of diagonals, n into n minus 3 by 2. For a hexagon, there will be 6 sides. So 6 into 6 minus 3 by 2. We get it as 9. So option A is the right answer. If the adjacent sides of parallelogram are equal, then parallelogram is a rhombus because adjacent sides are equal and it's a parallelogram. If the diagonals of quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other, then quadrilateral is a rectangle, because in rectangle diagonals they bisect each other as well as they are equal. 23rd, the sum of all exterior angles of a triangle is 360 degrees, and this is true for any polygon. Which of the following is an equiangular and equilateral polygon? Equilateral and equiangular polygon is a square because all sides are equal and angles are also equal and they are equal to 90 degrees. Question 25. Which one has all properties of kite and a parallelogram? All properties of square and parallelogram will be there for a rhombus, because in kite we have two pair of equal sides and diagonals are perpendicular to each other. One pair of opposite angles are equal in parallelogram. Opposite angles are equal in parallelogram. Diagonals they bisect each other. This all property will be true in case of a rhombus. So the right answer is rhombus. With this question, I'll end today's session. Some more questions we'll take up in the next session. Thank you.